The signs of the inevitable, walking the path of wealth. If you are noticing these signs, accept one powerful truth: you are already walking the path toward wealth. I am not speaking of the wealth measured merely in currency, but the wealth that originates in the mind, the forge where all riches are born. Understand this: every massive fortune, every meaningful success, every legacy left by a master began as an unseen seed, not in the soil, but deep in the subconscious. If you see these signs, that seed has broken open. The first sign that you are destined for wealth is a growing intolerance for mediocrity. You feel it now more than ever. Where you once tolerated the dull routine of an ordinary existence, it now disturbs you. What once felt acceptable, working without purpose, spending without direction, existing among distractions, now feels suffocating. This is not frustration, this is awakening. Your mind is rejecting everything that does not fit your new identity. You are casting out the habits, the people, and the beliefs that kept you small, financially, spiritually, and mentally. Wealth begins the moment you declare, "This is not who I am." You are no longer impressed by appearances or entertained by idle gossip. You crave strategy, you crave substance, you crave freedom, not by luck, but by design. This hunger proves you have crossed a threshold. You are walking with the posture of a man who has decided. And when a man truly decides, the universe bends to meet him. Another clear sign is your protection of time. You now realize that time is the currency of the wealthy. The poor spend it, the average trade it for cheap pleasure, but the wealthy invest it. Every second is a brick in the castle of your future. You no longer live for the weekend, you live for the vision. You have learned that 1 hour of building is worth more than a lifetime of wishing. You say no more often now, not out of arrogance, but out of alignment. You have become allergic to mindless scrolling and energy-draining people. You understand that attention is wealth. The man who controls his attention controls his outcome. Where others are reactive, you are intentional. Where others consume, you create. Focus is the hammer that breaks the chains of poverty. When you are focused, you cannot be manipulated by trends or distracted by comparison. A man with direction will always be wealthier than a man with confusion, regardless of the bank balance. You have also shifted to long-term thinking. You no longer live on emotional impulse. You are building systems. You think in years, not days. You don't just chase a paycheck. You build assets, assets of character, skill, and value. You ask, how will this serve me in 5 years, rather than, how does this make me feel today? That shift is the foundation of empires. You see money differently now. You respect it, but you do not fear it. You see it as a tool, a servant, an amplifier. Most importantly, you stopped trading hours for dollars and started multiplying your value through leverage. You realize that wealth is not a number, it is a mindset. Poor minds blame and wait. Wealthy minds solve and act. You have stopped waiting for permission. You are the permission. You are the one who moves first. You are now obsessed with growth. You are reading, listening, and asking deeper questions. You have replaced entertainment with education and complaints with commitments. You are executing. Even imperfect action creates momentum, and momentum is the wealthy man's greatest ally. Speed fades, but momentum breaks through walls. Every disciplined day adds weight to your character, and that weight creates a gravity that attracts opportunity. You are becoming serious, not in mood, but in mission. You smile because you are aligned. You no longer panic when things go wrong. You pivot. You walk like a man who expects to win. Every wealthy man walks in advance of his results. They plan as if the vision is already real. Now you do the same. You speak victory. You have erased "I can't" from your vocabulary and replaced it with "it is done." You are narrating your future with precision. Your circle is evolving. This is painful but necessary. You are outgrowing conversations that don't challenge you. You are leaving behind comfort-driven communities to build something bigger. You understand that proximity is power. You don't need to be the smartest man in the room. You need to be in the room where the smart men are. You are building a code, a philosophy that carries you forward. Adversity no longer breaks you, it builds you. This is the mark of readiness. You have stopped resenting failure and started studying it. You alchemize pain into fuel.
Wealth requires a strong container, and that container is character. You are becoming responsible with your word, finishing what you start, and showing up when the motivation is gone. Trust precedes the transfer of wealth. When you become the system, through habits, consistency, and vision, abundance flows to you naturally. There is a quiet shift happening. It doesn't arrive with applause, it arrives with new standards. You hold yourself to a higher level, even when no one is watching. You are no longer chasing money, you are becoming the kind of man money chases. You lead with value, you lead with clarity. You understand that the world is built by those who are useful. Your habits have aligned with legacy. You eat for energy, not just for pleasure. You rest to recover, not to escape. You learn to expand. These are not small things. These are the engine of your identity. A poor man justifies his lack of discipline. A rich man builds his life around it. Discipline is the privilege that protects your future. Your relationship with work has matured. You stopped looking for shortcuts. You view hard work as a sacred process of mastery. You are not jumping from trend to trend. You are digging deep. Depth creates dominion. You have learned to regulate your emotions. You respond, you do not react. You use emotional intelligence as a weapon of strategy. You make decisions based on principle, not pressure. You are thinking in terms of multiplication, multiplying your time, your skills, and your impact. Wealthy minds multiply, poor minds only consume. You have chosen to delay gratification to secure your empire. You have stopped beating yourself up. Instead, you calibrate. Your self-talk is the voice of power. You respect consistency over hype. You have become sensitive to energy. You can feel when a deal is off or a person is fake. This intuition is your defense system. You trust your gut because it is trained by awareness. If you are seeing these signs, let me tell you something few will say. Wealth is no longer just a possibility for you, it is an inevitability. Why? Because you have become the person wealth was designed to serve. You don't beg for success, you attract it through alignment. You rise with purpose, you lead your day, you pursue significance over status. You have discovered that the man who needs nothing is the most dangerous man alive. He cannot be bought and he cannot be stopped. You are sharpening every day. Your identity has shifted from I am trying to I am becoming. You walk, work, and plan as if the outcome is guaranteed. You have divorced yourself from the need for approval and married the commitment to excellence. It is no longer a matter of if, but when. You make decisions from your future self. You invest in your faith, not your fear. You communicate with conviction and move with rhythm, not rush. You have made peace with solitude, using the silence to build your vision while others make noise. You honor your word in private, and that congruence is the ultimate form of wealth.